Survivor Series. Team Authority versus Team Cena. A match that doesn't need to happen. Liver warning. Well, that's nice. The Authority angle has gone on too long. I made an entire video about it. If you want to watch it, go find the video. Do I want the Authority angle to end? Yes. Do I want Triple H to have a plane dropped on him? Yes. Would I like to see Stephanie burned alive in hot lava? Yes. That's about all, because everybody else in the Authority is decent and can go on to better things. Just those two need to die in horrible and painful ways. And the Authority angle still needs to end. Should John Cena be the person to end the Authority angle? Hell fucking no. Are you insane? John Cena should have never been involved in the Authority angle. The Authority angle was the perfect angle to bring up young stars and get them moving and showcase them, like they have done with Dean Ambrose, like they could have done with Roman Reigns, like they did with Daniel Bryan. It was not something that John Cena needed to be involved with. He could have been involved with completely different angles, completely different things, and it would have helped to keep the Authority angle fresh and not run the show into the ground, which they have done, which I don't care about because I don't watch it. I just read the results because I can't stand Triple H. I want to see a plane dropped on him. I want to see Stephanie dropped in hot lava. And if the Authority loses, the Authority is no more. Now, the Authority angle needs to end. We're all agreed on that. Conan is agreed on that. Jim Ross is agreed on that. Vince Russo is agreed on that. The only people not agreed on that is the people who are sucking Vince McMahon's dick. So it's not going to end. Team Cena's going to lose. Someone's going to turn traitor. Someone's going to turn heel. And that's going to lead into WrestleMania. The only decent feud on WWF right now is Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins. And the Authority, the little involvement there in that is decent. Who needs to end the Authority? I'm thinking Daniel Bryan. I'm thinking Roman Reigns. I'm thinking Dean Ambrose. I'm thinking someone who's been elevated by the angle, not someone who's so damn big it's not going to help anyone to do. Of course, the people sucking Vince McMahon's dick isn't going to do this. This is not the appropriate time to end an angle that's been going on for over a year now. It seems like a cheap cop-out if this ends it. If you remember what happened with Aces and Eights on TNA, where the ending was just a cheap cop-out, that's what this feels like. And if you end it here, you've just discredited your entire product. Like TNA did with Aces and Eights. That needed a much huger ending than it got. And having Cena do it also feels like a cheap cop-out. It should end at Mania. As much as I hate it, short of killing everyone in WWE's offices, it should end at Mania. I don't know if Daniel Bryan can end it. He is the top choice, but he may not ever come back. We may never see him back as a wrestler. And as an on-air figure, he does not have the mic work to come back. So we may never see him again except on Total Divas. But you have Dean Ambrose and you have Roman Reigns, who you can both build up to end this angle. I have heard the rumor that it's going to be The Rock versus Triple H ending the angle at Mania, which is a completely wasted ending. I realize Triple H needs his ego stroked. I realize Triple H wants to be the star he never was. I realize Triple H has a hard-on for making people so tired of him, they like to see him die in they dream of him dying in horrible ways at night, like I do. Triple H needs shot. I'm not talking in ring. I'm not talking as an angle. I'm talking someone needs to get a gun, walk up to Triple H, put 2 bullets in his head, and say, that's it. I'm not going to do this, and I did not sanction your actions. It needs to happen, though. I don't care about his fucking kids. Fucking burn them at the fucking stake. I don't care. It needs to be Bryan at Mania. If Bryan doesn't come back, have it be Dean Ambrose and Roman Reigns at Mania. That's how it needs to end. Having The Rock or Cena do it will help no one and will just destroy the product. Having this match is just utterly and completely garbage and stupid. Can we have a Team Authority versus Team Cena? Yes. Do we need the stipulation? No. Does Vince McMahon need to be involved? No. He is just bringing in another person who does not need to be there. The Rock does not need to be involved. Vince McMahon does not need to be involved. John Cena does not need to be involved. Elevate the young talent, because as we've seen, injuries can happen. We were left with John Cena and to push Dean Ambrose, who they did not want to push at the time, and who has stepped up and proved, I'm a main eventer. That's who we were left with Reigns' injury, Punk leaving, and Daniel Bryan maybe never coming back. Dean Ambrose has stepped up. Have Dean Ambrose end it if Bryan can't come back. Hell, even if Bryan comes back, make it a fucking tag match. Have it be Triple H and Seth Rollins versus Dean Ambrose and Daniel Bryan. Don't get McMahon involved. Don't get fucking Rock involved. Elevate these 2 guys. They are your future. This is how wrestling is booked by competent people who do not have giant egos or like to have their dick sucked.